Hey everybody, Kenji here again, and today I'm at Gnome Dex, and I ran into Tac Anderson. Really cool guy, social media savvy, thought you might want to get to know him. So, yeah, let's do that. So, first off, Tac, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you could, just introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah, my name's Tac Anderson. I even have a badge on today.
You do have a badge,
There we go.
a spiffy badge.
Just moved here to Seattle, been here about a little over 3 months. I was working at Hewlett Packard doing social media for them for the last 2 years, and then just recently got recruited by Waggener Edstrom into their Studio D group to do social media for them. Been slowly making the rounds, getting to a couple social media club events, and really looking forward to getting involved in the community. There seems to be a really great vibe here.
Very cool. And so where'd you come from?
Well, most recently Boise, Idaho, which is actually where a large section of HP's printer division is. I was in a few different groups over there, the Enterprise group, some of those LaserJet group. Before that, Vegas. Before that, Phoenix.
Wow.
Been around a little bit.
Very cool. And so you like social media. What is it about social media that's interesting or attracts you?
So I think I've always really been interested in communication between people, how it kind of sculpts our society and how it affects really everything that we do. And over the years, since the 90s and stuff, as an undergrad, I actually studied online communication. At the time, we called it computer-mediated communication. Before new media, before social media, and really how the dynamics of the internet, which is really the first medium to transcend all of the types of communication, from small group to interpersonal to mass media. It covers it all, and it's been really fascinating to study and participate in and watch as it's evolved and changed, and the effects that it's had on our society is just endlessly fascinating.
Very cool. So you have been studying it for a while. You've seen the growth and you've seen what it's turned into. To you, what's been the biggest surprise?
I think one of the biggest surprises for me is how long it's taken everyone else to catch on. Sometimes, as an early adopters, we struggle with why doesn't everyone get this intuitively. Seems obvious. I think the other thing that I don't know if I necessarily anticipated was just kind of the effects that increased broadband, increased processing speeds, and just how much we can do on the internet. And honestly, one of the things that surprised me is how much our on life lives mirror our offline lives. And I think we're about at that point now where for a lot of us there really isn't a difference. It's just life.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. And so, moving back to you personally, how do you utilize social media?
I think as much as I can. Obviously, as a communication tool, I use it to meet lots of great, wonderful new people. It's my primary information source. I've never subscribed to a newspaper in my life. I don't have I don't have regular television, like cable or anything in my home. We pretty much stream everything over the internet, or all my news sources I get, via RSS feeds or Twitter or whatever. So it's for me, it's pretty much a piece of everything that I do.
Very cool. And so what was your social media wow moment?
Social media wow moment. I think for me, just watching over the 5 years and being involved in each step of the process, and 5 years ago it was really kind of struggling to do this for a living, and before blogs was a word, everyone thought I was insane. So I think my big wow moment was realizing that I'm not insane, and that
good wow moment.
Yeah, that I was actually right about a lot of stuff, and
That's cool.
So I think being able to be a part of that and watch it grow has just been great.
Wow, very cool. And so, I guess I'm going to surprise you with a question.
Okay.
Where do you think it's going?
Where do I think it's going? For me, I think that we're at a point in time, kind of like where the IT industry was, like the late 80s, early 90s, where I think we're going to experience about a 5-year time frame where all of this is going to start to become standard. It's going to become a piece of everything that we do, from mobile to television to the internet. And inside corporations, it's just going to become, a productivity tool, really, in a lot of ways, a knowledge sharing tool, a communication tool. And I think it's going to boom for about 5 years. And then I think over the next 5 years after that, we'll see a complete overhaul of all, right now I think we're building things that are really just kind of duct taped together. We're kind of MacGyvering things, making things work for our particular purposes, but I think we'll develop out what works over the next 5 years, and then I think you'll see a whole new overhaul in the structure and how things work and that type of stuff.
Very cool. And so you also have a blog, correct?
Yep. Yeah, NewcomBiz, NEWCOMMBIZ.com, or just Google Tac Anderson. You'll find everything there's about me.
All right, very cool. And so what do you blog about?
Social media, business. I've done social media for HP. I've worked with venture capitalists as an entrepreneur in residence, and so I have an MBA as well as a degree in communications, and so I'm always fascinated by the overlap of business and media and all of that, and so that's what I blog about.
Very cool. So, well, that's everything I got. So, Tac Anderson, thank you very much for your time. All right.